Okay, Aries. Okay, Aries, you may end up having some false starts this week. This is your weekly for December 1st through 7th of December 2024. So, here we go. We've got dailies, weeklies, and monthlies should be up or within the next few minutes of me posting this. So, thank you for being patient with me, and I should be back on track after I get these last 3 up. So, dailies, weeklies, and monthlies should be coming back on the regular, so be sure to check back for that, and welcome back to Rogue Mystic Divination. If you would like a private reading, the information is down in the description box below, and even though you can't see me, I'm still taking my hand and pointing downward, so you may also be doing things that other people don't see you doing, and to them it doesn't count, so don't be surprised if some of what you contend with this week is people just being kind of aloof or despondent about what it is that you're getting done. For the 1st, December 1st, you're trying to rebalance, but imbalance could actually be what you need right now. Doing things wrong could be what sets everything right for you, because it's somebody else's doctrine that you're following, and I know I'm late posting this on the 1st, but it's easy to see how the energy from the 1st of the month and the first day of the month can follow you through for at least the first week, so that's why I'm still doing this. But ensure that you prioritize self-healing and realigning to what it is that you need. Because in order for you to function, you need to be taken care of. And then you can go out and help other people or do things outside of yourself. And everything will make more sense at that point. Otherwise, you're always trying to play catch up and fight an ever overflowing mess that you'll never be able to clean up. So, my idioms and turn of phrase are just not working for me today. So for the 2nd, we have the Page of Cups. And with the Page of Cups, it's not necessarily your emotional immaturity that you're contending with, but other people reacting to you as though any emotion that you show is immature or out of control. And at that point, you need to look at them and just... I think the only thing that's coming from you at this point is disappointment, and that God forbid you try and be heard and on the level and direct and straightforward with what's going on with you. Other people are just going to seem to have an issue with it. And it's not your immaturity that's being triggered. It's somebody else's, or maybe even a group of people. I see you possibly realigning yourself to a different group of people or others that you don't normally have something to do with, but any kind of emotional, significant interaction that you have with someone on the 2nd is likely to be knee-jerk or just insincere. For the 3rd, we have strength in the upright, and it's finally back in the upright, so that's good. Know that what goes around comes around, and as much as you felt unstable lately, your stability is coming back to you, and it's because you're addressing some issues that you've been having. Remember to focus first on inner strength, and then you can build the outside walls to deal with outside problems, but the inner problems are what need shoring up. You could also find that you have an influence on someone near you that you didn't think was paying attention, but especially if this is someone younger, you're not necessarily intentionally trying to mentor them or set an example for them, but somebody's paying attention, and I wouldn't say that this is a romantic interest, but someone who is looking to you as someone that's within the periphery, and whether you like it or not, even though you're not associated with this person, and you may not even notice them noticing you, they're going to notice how you're handling something, and they're going to be making mental notes while you do that. On the 4th of the month, we've got the Six of Cups. And because of how you're being reacted to on the 2nd, it's almost as though on the 4th you're moving past it. If not physically, then it does actually feel like a physical move. But like you're pulling your physical resources away from someone or something and allowing them to deal with it themselves. If they want independence and they want to act like they're independent and that they don't need you, you're giving it to them. And you're acting as though that they are, and in doing so, they may actually find out what independence is. On the 5th, for Aries, we have the King of Cups. Now, this may be you coming in, because this does feel like you, Aries, even though this is a water sign. It feels like you are coming into an emotional acceptance and maybe trying to address something like an adult. Showing empathy and tolerance for a situation that's at hand, maybe with this person between the 2nd and the 4th. Know that it's not control of anybody else that you need to have, but control of yourself, and through that you're going to end up being the supportive leader for someone that, and again, this feels like someone that's actually observing the results of your actions, not someone that's being affected by them directly. For the 6th, and the Empress, again, it's finally back on the upright, so something is going to end up coming back into its positive side, its positive element for you this week. A lot of these cards are normally in the reverse for me lately, and no matter how much I shuffle, they just have not been coming back upright. So the King of Cups, the Strength card, and the Empress have all been in the reverse for me lately. So if something has been feeling upside down for you lately, everything's going to start to turn back around because of this Temperance in reverse effect that you're having. And for the 7th, and having the Empress come out after the King of Cups is just reinforcing that this leader, this empathetic, tolerant leader position that you may be finding yourself in, regardless of your gender, is going to allow you to find abundance within yourself and help things develop, rather than hindering any action. Prior to this, you may have been trying to put the brakes on everything, especially with the Temperance in reverse. Putting the brakes on a lot of things anyway, and saying, hold on, where are you getting this idea? Why are you acting like this? What's going on? This is not how this needs to be handled, and someone may not have been willing to listen to you directly, but someone that hasn't been being directly affected by you is paying attention to your actions. So even if you don't feel like you're helping out anyone that you're directly related to or directly involved with, somewhere your actions are doing someone some good. So if nothing else, by setting an example of how they can be handled. And for the 7th, you have the World. So you're going to come to an area of completion where everything's going to be right. Even if it seems as though everything was upside down before. It's almost like turning everything upside down is what set everything right. Especially on the 4th, where familial relationships might be turned upside down or turned on its head, and you're exerting some kind of independence. It may end up showing someone that you actually can and you will pull away from them, and you have simply been trying to foster a relationship. But if you have a goal for this week, you will accomplish everything you set out to do, and you have the strength and the internal fortitude to accomplish that. So be patient with yourself and try and see things as they are. Even if they seem like they're upside down, it's an attempt to get everything balanced back out. There may be a little bit of emotional disturbance that you find on the 2nd, but if this is you, even you are going to catch this before it gets out of hand. It doesn't feel like it is you, though. It feels like it's somebody else is trying to play in your energy and almost make a joke out of you, but it's all they're going to end up doing is disappointing you while they're trying to get a rise out of you. So if you come out of the 2nd in a bad emotional state, a bad state of mind, on the 3rd you're going to correct it, and you're going to be standing up for yourself on the 4th. So you will be able to get through this week, and even though there's some hiccups, you are going to come out of it stronger than you were before. So again, broken record, be patient with yourself and just move things as they are, not as you think that they should be or as somebody else thinks that they should be. The world doesn't revolve around any one of us, and we just kind of need to take things as they are sometimes. So have a good week, Aries, and please come back for your dailies, weeklies, and monthlies. And if you like this reading, make sure that you hit the like button down below and subscribe to see more. And thanks for tuning in.